Oh, I clicked outside the game and this happened. Okay. Hello everyone. I'm back to Slay the Princess. Sure, this video will not be posted on the Wednesday, but it's because I'm recording late. So let's see. Wow. Interesting this happened. Okay, let's continue.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin, you're here to slay her.
Tab. Controller. Last time we did more like a silent protagonist. Let's try to be a badass guy now. Badass? I don't know. I'll try to be more like a guy to question things. Let's see. Talking about.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Can a princess locked away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back that? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going...
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it. The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her because listening to her is in their nature, and when they do, everything will come crashing down.
evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
Consider that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up.
Nevertheless, let me assure...
I appreciate the mental exercise we're running against a ticking clock. Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She's not dangerous because she's locked up.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Being a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
About killing a princess in specific It's about killing a person. Honestly, I don't... It's a game, of course. Well, breaking the fourth wall here. It's a person. But even though it's a game, in theory there's some ethics behind it. Well, let's just from one throw ethics away. I don't mind killing a person, even though she's a princess or a seamstress. I don't know what a seamstress is. Let's research. Dictionary. Seamstress meaning. A person whose job involves sewing clothing. I see. A fisherman, that's easy to know. A person that fishes. Collects fish from rivers and lakes and ocean. Brings back to the people to feed them by selling the fish or just giving it away. At least that's my definition. Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Consider that maybe I'm okay with the world ending.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end. I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
Forget it, I'm not doing this.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
I got some reward for doing this.
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing the job, a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
A strong, tall woman that can call me baby. Not in a fetish way, but in a romantic way. Can hold my hand. That's great. I would like that. No, wait, is better than this? I don't. Nothing better than that. Go to the cabin. And I'll talk to her, and if she's bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to... I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, fine. Okay, so let's... Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. This one's good. I want to talk. In last episode I've seen she's very strong, so maybe she's my prize.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Sure.
Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Alright.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. But ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sorry. It's just the hero. Going to the right, she's a princess. Please to the cabin. Sorry.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
That's me.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey. This one is good.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Sure.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I decided yet. I haven't decided
How about you
yet.
drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Sure.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What the fuck, I don't mind.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
The main character is somewhat dumb.
Thank
Oh fuck.
you.
Because I actually wouldn't drop it. Yeah, as you see, she's sitting down. I could sit like in the stairs to be like eye to eye to her, same level, and like put the knife aside and just don't be touching it and just continue talking.
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine.
Fuck, sorry. Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. That's not what I wanted to do.
I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Alright, no comment on time. What's her name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
here because you're supposed to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I was hoping you'd tell me. No. Was more intended to pursue than them. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
Hey, fuck you, hero.
She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
If you're not Himal, I don't care what you say.
Whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Risk is bold. How do you get how would you get how would I get you out of here? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Relationship are coming out to me.
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
What do I get out of it?
You
here?
can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right?
Putting her hand?
She is. I'm sure of it.
Okay, I've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
This one's good.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Okay, let's get you out of here.
Oh, for the love of...
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing.
No, I'm not.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
The Uzaki besides got a lot of you. So many keys. This one's...
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Return to the bottom.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess, fuck it.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Only option I have.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Ooh.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me. Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it?
Oh.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end you're here to slay her.
Let's try to focus on getting her out in this gameplay. This already happened, but I died on doing
I can
that.
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing this again? Doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
The first time all I did was to hear you. Like the last gameplay I had, everything I did was to hear you. And in the end, I don't know what I found.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul. Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in fact.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Maybe. The only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her. And all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
It's wrong. People. She's stronger than any people I have seen. Cutting her own arm. Odd. She's not a people. People can't do anything against her. She's strong and stronger than them. The reason she was even as people away. And they slay her. Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
It's because I'm the player.
Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Why else would you be here? Yes, right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Is it like a Fight Club scenario where like Tyler Durden and the main character are like all the same, and it's just different versions of them? Like, my version of me that is a hero, the version of me that's a septic, and the version of me that's a narrator of everything that happened in my life. Probably, because in the last episode we could just not stop listening, but make them disappear, and I turn into myself, my true self, persona. I mean, Katie, what are you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
The only reason she was even able to kill me last time is because I let her. Now she just got my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets. You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side.
Don't stop her. The end don't stop her? Princess, well, okay. I'm mutable.
You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to? Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get. Right, now if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Let me save here. Turn around and leave.
I'm not so sure running away is the best idea. We're not the only person stuck here. What about her? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine, I'll go cabin. Yes, I don't know. Nope. The only thing in mind is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. It's like I said, I'm pretty okay with the world ending. Continue path.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy. What's going on? Where are we? Did we do this? Is this the end of the world? Was there ever even a world to end?
This breathing in the background, it reminds me of Lavos from Chrono Trigger. The world around you is its own wound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. You find yourself in long quiet. Once again, memory returns. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds, and undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. It really reminds me of Lavos. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Fearless probe. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. Confusion. Why are you here? I am unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It's useless. It is useless to us if you doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushes against you, your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken, beyond repair. We must await something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I'm your only salvation. Here's the consequences. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Let me...
If you don't, it will be the...
No. Load. This one. Yes. To the cabin. Let's continue on this chapter.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Did you just say wink out loud?
No, I didn't. Wink.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Let's see.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Just a moment. Sorry for the cut. Had to do something.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I understand. The whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own? Maybe it's a different cabin entirely. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Where's the mirror?
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
It's clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But there was a mirror, and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the
Oh.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
That's right. Maybe a tail.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Where you're told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Well, am I the one who remembers that? Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? Other chain wall. What is it for? Why would you have to? Why wouldn't you have me to? I'm just going to wait for you, for the princess. This one.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I don't want to inspect, I want to put it on. Straight up.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
Don't put it in your wrist, put it straight up to your neck. It would be much funnier.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't.
I honestly think he's telling the truth.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
That's what I wanted to happen, but not so novelly. In a novel way. Personally, I would leave the blade where it was, and straight up go with just put it in my neck.
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch?
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Yep.
Did you know this was going to happen?
No.
What should I do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. Nope.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does. But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose
getting
you're
darker.
correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Or is the basement changing?
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still
Not small
rude.
talk.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed?
What happens to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode. She hasn't starved. I guess she hasn't. Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass. Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... And? I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
I see. I did not get a chance to respond, nor will ever. Time to leave. Memories return.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Man, for you.
What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it feels so much worse now. No, that can't be right. There has to be something more.
Approach the mirror. As you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. You've grown. Ooh. You find yourself in the long quiescent again. Once again. It's different. Just like trees. It looks like trees. It reminds me of the start of the game. The trail. It's into the cabin. Yes, what the fuck? Sorry. You're in the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Same being as before, as you were before. How have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
I see. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer? What does you feel when you change? Many questions here. Looks like the episode went under an hour. Maybe. Everything you say is a
I'm
riddle.
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
That's wrong. I do need questions. I think I said this before. Music reminds me of City of Tears, Hollow Knight.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What does it feel when you... What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
This is all done. Do you think You know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Thank you. You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
There is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you. Or perhaps we will leave this place together and find new horizons to discover.
That's right. I would like to be killed by you, honestly. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? Oh, I didn't see that. I'll try to do that later.
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
That's good to know. You have been kinder to me than anyone else I met. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
What do you want to do? What do you want me to bring to you next time? To bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is determined, but also cautious. One that would rather let the world move around her than move it herself. She will make for a patient heart.
She's right, she didn't move or do anything. When we left her at the moment that time was passing.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
It's a joy to be. You think it's a joy to be by my side? Thank you very much. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
I see.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
It's fine. You're my princess, and I am your knight. Duty is to protect you and make you whole again. Let you go back.
I return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am.
Take what time you need, and if you need more, we'll give you.
We will meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Just bring the prisoner to her.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, I'm not. 2. Save here. Go back to 1. Load 1. What if I go back here? Let me try this.
You're here to slay.
No problem.
You make your way. The interior of the...
Blade.
You take... The door to the...
Downstairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
So forward.
You step forward.
The princess.
You lunge forward without...
Oh, I see. I cannot do this. That's interesting. Well, let me load from here. Yes.
You're on a path in the
Noted
woods.
4.
And at the end
Do
of
you
the...
want to quit? Yes, I do. This game impresses me every time I play. I like it. Thank you for watching. If you please do so, subscribe.